Hey, I'm here to inform you on drunk driving and why it's so dangerous and the potential things that could happen with this careless choice. How many people do you think are involved with a drunk driving crash? Every day in America, 27 people lose their life because of someone's careless choice to drink and then get behind the wheel of a car. That's 9,800 people per year that could have been prevented and could have been saved by making a different choice, by calling somebody, by calling a taxi, calling a friend, somebody. It could have saved almost 10,000 lives. When I was a child, my best friend Stephanie lost her brother JR. I think he was 22 years old, just turned 22, matter of fact. He made the choice to get behind the wheel of his truck and drink and drive. And he didn't even make it 2 miles down the road. And he got into a really horrible accident, and it was horrific seeing it. It was horrific seeing Stephanie and family and friends having to deal with that loss just because of his careless and stupid decision to drink and drive. There are many reasons why somebody should not drink and drive, such as obviously killing yourself, but also potentially killing somebody else who is innocent. This person may be coming home from school, maybe coming home from work, maybe coming home from a movie, and if you choose to drink and then drive, you could not only kill yourself, but you could kill them. With each alcoholic beverage, your vision is blurred, your judgment is impaired. It's just like you have blindfolders and you just can't see straight. You don't want to hear anybody's opinions. You think you'll be fine, but you won't. There's a really good chance that you may not see a stop sign. You may run a red light, and you may even pass into the lane of oncoming traffic, resulting in a very fatal or serious traffic accident. And it's really sad because 9 times out of 10, the person whom is drunk driving survives the crash. It's the innocent victim who ends up passing away or living with serious life-threatening injuries that may affect them for the rest of their life. And it was actually done as research through the Biomedical Research Institute in Los Angeles that it is true that these individuals who drink and drive will survive the crash more so often than those who do not. There's certain chemicals in alcohol that inhibit stress-related chemicals when someone is affected with a traumatic injury. Now, although this may seem very, very serious, and it should never be taken lightly, there's something else that could be occurred from drinking and driving. Now, let's say you get into an accident and you end up killing somebody else and you survived. Not only will you probably and hopefully be facing some jail time, but you will have to live with that the rest of your life. You will have to live knowing that because of your decision to be so irresponsible to try and drive after having way too much to drink, that you took the life of somebody. Now, can you imagine losing your child, your mother, your father, your best friend, a brother, a sister, anybody in your family, anybody who's close to you? Could you imagine that? You will never understand what somebody is going through unless you are that person or that person's family. You know, they may never get to tuck their daughter or son into bed. Kids may not be able to grow up and have the privilege of having their parents at their graduation because they were killed in an accident and were just an innocent victim, but ended up having to pay the price. And it's sad to say that this is still going on every day. And although both of these reasons are very good reasons to not drink and drive, there is one more that I think that is very important as well. Per Florida law, the legal limit to drink and then be able to drive is 0.08. So this means, depending on the type of alcohol, it may mean 1 or 2 beers to maybe 1 shot of liquor. If you are over the limit, then you need to call somebody to take you home. And if you don't, then you run the potential chance of being pulled over. In which case, if you get pulled over, if the police officer feels that you are intoxicated, he will ask you to get out of the vehicle and perform a number of sobriety tests. These tests are specifically designed for them to be able to tell whether you're intoxicated to the point that you may harm yourself or somebody else. In which case, that they feel that you are to that point, they will then place you under the arrest and issue you a DUI, which is driving under the influence. And this is not very fun. I have personally never had it. I do know people who have. You will end up having to have paid a ton of money to get your driving record straightened out. With a first offense DUI, it remains on a public record for 5 years. A second offense will remain on your record for 10 years, and a third offense will remain on your record permanently, and you will also have your driver's license privileges revoked permanently. This does not sound like something that you want to have to go through. And it's not exactly, it's very expensive to have paid for everything once it's all said and done. I don't recommend it at all. So thinking about what I've stated this entire conversation that we've been having, you do not want to drink and drive. You don't want to put yourself at risk. You do not want to put others at risk. And you do not want to have to live with that guilt. There's no reason you should even have to put yourself in that situation to feel feelings like that. There's no reason. And definitely, there's no point in wanting to get a DUI. I mean, that's very careless. You don't want to be paying money for something so careless and so stupid when you could use that money for something else that could end up being more beneficial to you and to your life. So I'm hoping that with everything I've stated, that it will maybe change your mind in the event that you choose to drink, that you will call a taxi or have a friend set up a ride. Thanks for listening.